This isn't going to be a long live stream, but it'll be a live stream. And I'm going to talk about Captain Marvel 2's new trailer. It's actually not a trailer because the title of the video is Journey to Captain Marvel 2 in theaters November 10th. It's a 2-minute video, as you can see if my face isn't there. 2 minutes and 8 seconds that I want to give it attention to. I will start now.
It gets pretty lonely out here.
Ooh, the CGI over here. This is still Victoria Alonso. I won't judge the CGI. It's still, I think this might be the last movie of all of her productions that she's been president of the VFX department. This may be the last one, okay? This is the last one that we get to use Victoria Alonso as our scapegoat for criticism or even compliments of how well she's been executing this department at Marvel, which has been it's under scrutiny since Love and Thunder, since 2021. 22, I should say. That's like 4 movies ago, actually. But let's watch more of this video.
Out here. I need to regain the memories that the Kree took from me.
I need to regain the memory that the Kree took from me, making it a sequel to the first movie.
Auntie Carol!
Oh, that's nice. So she's got some sort of rehabilitation that she's gonna have with this device on the side of her. It flashes and it's like a therapeutic reminder of your memories. Oh, did she not know about Monica? Did she go, Auntie Carol, yo, I wasn't paying attention to Monica. I deprived her. What am I doing? WandaVision teased towards that because Monica wasn't really a big part of her life since she returned. Behind the scene. There's going to be blood in the water when this movie bombs. What is considered a bomb? Give me your projection of what a bomb is. The first one made $1 billion. Oh, 1.1 billion. If this makes 200 less, and it makes 900, is that a bomb? Because it made 200 million less? I wouldn't say it's a bomb. If this is not profitable, and then we got something like, I don't know, 400 million, like what Black Adam did, then I'd say, yeah, box office bomb. Compared to what we expected it to make based off of the first time around. The first time around did have the end credit scene of Infinity War. Remember when her logo popped up there? It made a lot of people interested in going to see it. And then Endgame was around the corner. So you didn't want to be ignorant going into Endgame. So you paid a movie ticket to watch Captain Marvel in March because at the end of April, here comes Avengers Endgame. There's a lot of people who they were jizzed up because of Endgame and they watched that movie. But what is a bomb? I'm asking you, so please tell me the answer. Lemon pie. Howdy. These are your hours, isn't it? 7 a.m. in the morning for me. Back to this trailer. So her memories are returning. It is a sequel from the first movie where she got amnesia, which caused a lot of her lack of emotion complaints. I don't expect her to have no emotions here and kind of not expressing herself because she's not herself. She'll be herself. She'll be who she was since the 90s, since she regained what the Kree took from her.
You are Carol Danvers, the most powerful person I knew. Way before you could shoot fire from your fists.
I get in trouble for that.
I can see that about you.
Hey, there's a lot of these educational stuff that they've been doing. If you look, this is just flashbacks from the first movie. And they're trying to teach the audience who she is. Why do you think that? The Barbie movie, on the wake of the same day that the Barbie movie hit the movie theaters, Marvel cut up this trailer and released it too. Because they want this Captain Marvel movie to teach the audiences who are going to see Barbie, because that trailer that they cut up on that week of Barbie, it was like, this is who I am, these are my light powers, you have light powers. It was very educational. They're really trying to teach the audience about this. And if you think about who they're trying to appeal to, it's that demographic that they call women. It's like this, like some people have wee-wees and some don't. Like that generation, you know, that those people, right? It's like half of the world, 50% of humanity is that. They're not really all the focus of the superhero movie genre. the action films genre and stuff like that. But if they see a woman in it for the first time, there was a woman lead, Captain Marvel, and I don't have the breakdowns, but I'm pretty sure they showed out. And they brought their significant others, or it was easy for a significant other to say, "Come watch this Marvel movie. This one's different." So, I'm trying to say that they're trying to appeal to women, and some women may be ignorant to the ongoings of Captain Marvel, and so these trailers with all the educational, the flashbacks. You are Carol Danvers. You're the most powerful person I know from the first movie, because they're trying to tell you guys who she is. Okay, I see the tactic, and it's a good one for what we're trying to do here. It's going to reach out to another audience that isn't regularly their audience. Wakanda Forever grossed over 800 million. Tapped into a smaller audience, the one that we call the demographic of Black. And when you think about 13% of the United States falls under that. But if you look at women, 50% of humanity, not just the United States, they're women. So you know that there's a big ability to tap into this big, underserved, rarely to ever get a movie in Marvel. The last time we had one was Black Widow, I think. I wouldn't count Eternals. So, this is underserved and people are going to come out. Not normally my hours. No, these are not your hours, Lemon Pie. I distinctly remember seeing your name only when it's this late. Here we go. 400 to 500. I'd say based off of the downtrend trajectory of MCU films and brand, because that's what Quantumania made, 400 to 500. The fans ain't hyped for this, and the normies aren't interested. The fans are not hyped for this. Doesn't matter a lot. It doesn't matter much, because the fans are the ones that we see online. People like me, we're going anyways, and we're not that many. The casuals and the normies, that's what matters. And they're not interested. If that's the case, then this movie will really suck. If that continues to be the case, where fans and normies are like, it's not the same. It's not the same as 2019, where I got to see these things and I was kind of into it. Kind of the bubbles burst. There's a Batman and there's a Morbius and there's an X-Men and there's think of all the movies that have come out. Deadpool, I should say. New Mutants. The Dark Phoenix. There's all these aside from Sony's movies, Spider-Verse 1, Spider-Verse 2, Spider-Man No Way Home, 3 Spider-Man. There's like all of these superheroes that these casuals just go, man, there's just so much. I can skip some. And as soon as you get somebody with that mentality that I can wait till streaming, I don't have to see this one, I'll catch the next one. Here comes DC with their films. There's Blue Beetle and there's Shazam 2 and The Flash, which happened also. They just kind of get insensitive when they watch the bus drive by and it's the new poster for Captain Marvel 2 with all 3 girls. They might just, the casuals and the normies are where I would focus on in that part of your comments. W's. For me, a bomb would be it not making much money. Good to see you, Chill. Great channel, by the way. Keep up the great work. Appreciate it. Let's watch a little bit longer of this trailer. I don't want to be here for long. Flashbacks.
But what happens when I'm finally set free? I'll be back before you know it. Lieutenant Trouble.
Okay, I'll be back before you know it. Come on now. There's going to be beef. Yeah.
When you left, Mom passed away. And I got blipped back. They rounded us to investigate earthbound anomalies.
Monica, no! How you feeling?
Like myself. Now I can manipulate wavelengths of the electromagnetic spectrum.
Is the majority of this going to be flashbacks and things we've already seen because we're dedicated, we're WandaVision fans, and everything else, we watched it all?
I'm very happy for you. Where's our daughter?
Yes, where is Kamala?
Who's Kamala?
Oh my god. Hi.
How do you have this?
My grandma sent it to me in the mail. Have you ever wanted something so bad? And it actually happened.
So now they give her origin, not just Monica's backstory and what she's been going through. They're telling you the story, the tale of all 3 of them. They are educated. I called it.
But it's it's not as great as you imagined it.
You're gonna save the world. Then you're gonna save the world.
Well, now, don't you tell me to stop. You stick around and make it what you want.
She had the wrist thing. The villain did. She got one. Either it's the same one we know. No, it looks a little silvery. The one Kamala wears is golden.
Stick around and make it what you want. Number be
What is happening? We switch places whenever we use our powers.
Okay, they switch places, but they're not different people. It's not like we're gonna see that Kamala Khan's essence travels into the body of Monica, and now, oh look, I'm much taller now. Oh, look, my hair. It's not gonna be like that. They switch places only.
Higher, further, faster,
Nice.
together.
The three-way, the triple fighting might be the best part, depending on how you shoot this, Nia DaCosta. This could make the movie, this sequence, because that Guardians Volume 3 fight scene, remember how cool it was? This might be it.
Further, faster, together.
Captain Marvel 2. In theaters, November 10. They're not going to move away from that date. The strike isn't going to affect any of the releases here. The song is the best part of the trailer for me. Beastie Boys. Only nitpick is that Kamala transports into the spacesuit. Why? Yeah. If we're being honest, your body is the only thing moving, right? But then why do we have to talk about the clothing? Why does some clothing travel with you? And hey, hair is dead, right? Like after the scalp, my hair isn't part of chill anymore. It's dead thing that grew a long time ago, and it's just because the only reason this strand of hair right here is attached to me is because of new hair that's being like produced over here. But this stuff down here, this is gone. This is not. So what I'm saying is, why does hair transport during this? Why does some things go and other things don't? There needs to be a reason for that. That's always the question we're going to ask when people do teleportation, right? When someone's standing next to someone, he has the ability to teleport. I don't know, pick your fiction. But someone, like Nightcrawler takes you. He bamps, and then he brings you with your clothes on. But why not part of the floor? If you were standing on sand and you went to a place where it's just marble, why didn't you bring any sand with you? You don't. No, not at all. Even like the sand that's within the crevices of your feet. Sometimes shoes that have different patterns. And, some sand can be stuck there. I don't remember, oh, you're getting sand all over my floors because you just teleported here, right? So why does the spacesuit come? If you really want to ask those questions, we can ask those questions. And these fiction writers need to make answers for that. There should be answers for that at this point. As a person who wants to create a brand new kind of science fiction-y, people have powers thing, I know I'm going to have a teleporter in my upcoming project. And I'm not going to ask any of those questions at all. Oh, why do they come with clothes? Why isn't it just the naked body? I don't care. I'm not going to. And I don't think the audience cares. I missed them answers. It's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. The way that we transport, who cares? I thought that would be a better trailer, like of more new stuff. It was a fine for what it was supposed to be. We got Cesarina Nikolai says, I feel sorry for Monica. Her comic debut was Chef's Kiss in the Spider-Man comic book, where he's like crushing on her and she gets her powers. Amazing Spider-Man Annual 16. Nick Bree sounds fire though. Nick Bree sounds fire. No comment, bro. No comment. Let's watch it one more time with the volume off, because of the new scenes. Oh, she got the flirking on her. Now I know Brie Larson is allergic to these cats, and so there's a lot of CGI shenanigans happening. You see how the light that reflects over this cat is inconsistent with everything else around her? Yeah. Me being a film nut. Here's flashback. Here's Carol. One important scene that she was just, I guess, sleeping at a ship. Whatever that dream is might actually start the plot of this movie. Flashback. Best part of the movie right here, where she does this combination here. Punch. Oh, they skipped it. Best part of the movie. They shouldn't have put that in the first trailer for Captain Marvel. Flashback of her, sure. And where's our daughter? They're going to have a little short mini role. That's cool. Family. Who's Kamala? So we'll see them being introduced in this movie, of course. It's not going to be like Ahsoka and Luke who've already met each other off screen. We got Ms. Marvel. By the way, everybody, the way to pronounce this word is not Miss. M-I-S-S spells Miss. This word is Ms. Marvel, like the letter Z. She got the golden one from her grandma, and then they gave us, look. See at the bottom left? The words right here. This is where you can watch it, everyone. Watch this show at the bottom left, Ms. Marvel. Disney Plus show. Then we go the way she steps, the way she fights. There's going to be a moment where she's stepping on their walking discs. If you read comics today, I didn't even realize this. When she falls outside the home, she falls right here. It turns into Carol Danvers, but before Carol Danvers, it was somebody else's body. See, there's a transformation, I think. Oh, I think I think I know what happened. Look. When Kamala is falling down in this scene here, okay? And they have the ability to switch. Kamala can't survive a fall at the last second, Kamala Khan's falling, and they change bodies into Carol Danvers. It's Carol turns and survives the fall. That's actually cool. And I hate that I'm so good at picking things that now I'm going to watch the movie and be like, oh, that was in the trailer. That's the reason why we should be watching trailers. Flerkens breathe space, though. They do now. Comic book writer. Rosales Comics in the house. Get a life, you lunatic. Anyways, I'm so hype. I love Brie Larson. Hey, that makes one. There's a lot of people who don't. I got no problem with what she had to say about men or women in film. No problems at all. She's just an actress who wants to diversify the field. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a Bollywood planet coming to Marvel canon. I heard. People, they really want to show like culture and stuff to promote diversity. If you ask me, the casting was enough. You casted Kamala Khan. Now, offer the audience who you want to introduce the people who look like Kamala Khan, Monica Rambeau, the people who don't see enough of that likeness, right? Offer them the ability to relate to a different skin-toned human being. And by highlighting what makes people different, like the Bollywood nature, and some of those other cultural things. If you want to really spend time to highlight it, that's not the best. It's not my preferred method of the diversity initiative. That doesn't mean they have to act white, but we go out our way to have a Bollywood scene out in space is pushing it. If there's Bollywood at the wedding like they had in the Kamala Khan show, like episode 3, there was like a big dance number, and it's like, oh, that's what happens when we go to weddings of this culture. Well, the story had them going to a wedding, no problems there, no complaints here. But to go to a planet, we'll have to see how that plays out. Now, either way, I'm also not a racist who's offended that we can't expose our little white boys and girls to all these different cultures. They might like it, and then they're gonna stop being racist, and then there goes our privilege. I don't think that way either. Pop in and drop in a like. Oh, hey, thanks for popping. Thanks for dropping. While I'm talking, never stopping. Diesel got the coffee, but I hope you never get a coffin. Not yet. I hope you live long, Diesel, so that you can watch Kamala Khan, Diesel. I didn't make sense business-wise to make a comment like that. We'll see if it costs the movie. It didn't make sense business-wise to make a comment like, you're right about that because of the nature of the fragile people who that offends. but I still agree that there is statistical information which she provided showing that this portion of people who aren't that light skin pigmentation descendants of Europe, not those people, right? They overrepresent what their demographic breakdown is in the United States when it comes to the top 100 grossing films. I mean, there's definitely a lot of diversity in film. If we're talking about that movie with a $10 million budget and like it was a crowd-funded movie and stuff like that, there's a lot of that. What happened to Frank Rambeau? That would be the father of Monica Rambeau, who exists in every photon. If you read the debut of Monica Rambeau, she had a dad. Where was he in the movies? Why did they push this fatherless trope that doesn't need to be pushed? For a character you're adapting who has a dad, you should be happy with that. You should be proud of that. If you're all about the diversity stuff, you should be like, yo, there's a father in this movie, and for this character, we love anti-racist things, and that's what we like putting in our movies. So definitely when Maria Rambeau and when Carol Danvers go out to space, she should be calling the father Frank, and Frank should be there to take the care of Monica. Instead, they called like grandparents, and I didn't know at the time, but now I'm going, Frank Rambeau is a father, and he exists, and he doesn't die. He's like, I just read a comic last year with Frank Rambeau in it. Let's utilize him. Aren't they airing Ms. Marvel on ABC to promote the movie? All 6 episodes went to ABC. They may have finished by now. The 6th one may have already aired, but they did that. And it's not just to promote. Don't forget that commercials play, and those advertisements for the new Hyundai, and the advertisements for the new vacuum cleaner, and the advertisements for all the McDonald's played during Ms. Marvel, and they probably made a cool couple million during like a prime time slot on a weekend. They probably made a little bit of money off of Ms. Marvel, unlike when you dump stuff on streaming services. If you ask me, put the stuff on TV first, and then say you can stream it on Disney Plus. But you got to be their destination day one. If everyone watched Ahsoka 6 p.m. on ABC, they could sell ads. For 1 hour, sit in front of your television, watch Ahsoka. Ad revenue, they might make more than a couple million because it'll be premium. It'll be the first time airing. It'll be new, and you could get a lot of viewers for that. They chose not to do it. S. I have a question about Ms. Marvel. Why did they spell it like that but pronounce it differently? Because they don't know. A lot of people say the word Thanos as opposed to Thanos. I heard the word, not T'Challa, but I heard T'Challa. If you leave it up to somebody who reads comics and without someone right next to you saying, actually, it's pronounced this way, then you'll get different variations of pronunciations. And no one stopped to think, I don't know, talk to an English teacher or something. Or nobody read those old comics where Carol Danvers made it clear, you have to call me Ms., because I don't want to let anyone know if I'm married or if I'm unmarried. I have a secret identity. So just Ms. is the unspecific pronoun that you would put before. Mrs. means you're married. Miss means you're unmarried. And they went with Ms. Marvel. It was a whole thing in the 80s. And the people in the 80s knew that, but not now. Not in 2014 when the character was created. Kamala Khan just goes by Ms. Marvel, and people pronounce it Miss all the time. Blue Beetle bombed. Oh, unfortunately. I'm so surprised by how that movie bombed. The 49% drop that I remember from last weekend, I was like, okay, I'm looking at it. The Blue Beetle, right now, I just opened it on a side tab. Blue Beetle has $85 million. It's grossed $85 million. Yesterday, on Thursday, it didn't even gross $1 million on Thursday. So it's at the end of its theatrical run. 85 million right now. Maybe worldwide it'll reach 100, okay? Yeah, that's just a terrible bomb. But let's look at it this way before I read the rest of your comment. Let's look at it this way. That movie was destined to go on Max, and people were going to stream it and watch it. So is it really generating money? Not really. It wasn't gonna. So that extra 85 million that they just made, so long as it exceeds what the marketing budget was, and they barely marketed this. So long as that 85 million succeeds, all of the cost to put up posters and the cost to do television and radio reads and other kind of mini promotions, maybe that 85 million is just, it'll result in a little bit of extra money in their pockets that they wouldn't have got if they just dumped it on streaming. And now that it is going to streaming, it's actually, you can tell your audience, and the audience will feel when they turn it on HBO Max and they see and they slide it and they go, oh, there's that movie that I saw was promoted. I am getting a theater quality movie on HBO Max, not that straight to streaming stuff. I think it makes it more premium. Letting you know that you're getting a movie theater movie on your streaming service makes it better. So it's a win scenario that David Zaslav saw. Now for Batgirl, he didn't do this. Would Batgirl have made more money? What did I say about the female demographic? They're underserved. And Batman is popular. So you put girl in front of that, try to get someone out just to watch one movie? Who knows? Who really knows? But Blue Beetle, bro, I wish. Where is that Latin community who have not been served? There is no movies of a Mexican native superhero. Where's that? And where's the audience in America who is of Mexican descent? Which there are plenty. There's enough people there to ride for this movie, promote it, talk about it, have fun on it, jokes, memes. And it's not happening online. And it's not happening in the movie theaters. Gross is because I can clearly see that no one's having these conversations in the last 2 weeks amongst each other, talking about, oh, we got to see this. This is the same way Barbie is for white girls, the same way that let me stop there. Blue Beetle bomb. Do we black the Latin Hispanic community? Do you blame? Do we blame women if this movie bombs? Like the WNBA with low ratings and support from their target demographic? Shit's kind of dicey. I don't blame the Latino community for not coming to see a made for streaming service movie that they decided to put on TV that they barely promoted. No, I don't. And I also wouldn't blame anybody if Black Panther flopped. I wouldn't blame. Blame, no. And then the second part of that WNBA stuff, I don't care. The WNBA, and my thoughts on that, I always see people talk about it. The rim should be lowered. Well, if the basketball is smaller, then we are adjusting the rules. If the three-point line for the WNBA is closer, then we are adjusting the rules. Bringing the basket smaller. Talk to FIBA, the Olympics, and every other league of women's basketball. Talk to them about it and see if they'll all do it. And then we can make the rim lower, which will result in more dunkings, which will make the highlights more entertaining. And if we're not doing that, hey, commissioner of the league, make the WNBA court like 1 inch taller, and then maybe that'll make dunks easier. So, what? We wouldn't bring down the rim. Just make the hardwood a little bit thicker, okay? And then the dunks are going to start coming. No more layups. Disney is bleeding money and being sued by investors twice. They need to release this film. Is that right? Disney's being sued by investors. Is that the Marvel guy, Ike Perlmutter? Is he one of them? Is Victoria Alonso, didn't she drop her beef because she signed the non-disclosure agreement and they're good? Oh, Victoria Alonso, bro, the way that she did that stuff, it's so empty. It's like when someone goes, yo, I'm not going to be shut up. I'm not going to be told to stop. I'm an advocate for my cause. Oh, sign right there. All right. I'm rich. Then you were nothing. You were not you were not the champion of the cause. I got one question, Chill. You think Bangle, that female Darbin, and Ms. Marvel can open up multiverse in future Avengers movies? Do you think Bangle, that female Dar-Ben, write that again. I don't think I understand what a Dar-Ben is. The bangle, I think I know what you mean by a bangle. Can it open up into other universes? Yes. Yes, it can. Okay. When she first activated it, she went to like the negative zone, right? So yes, different. It can take you different places. Steve is in the building. Hey yo, the Wakandans National Basketball Association. Oh, that WNBA. Yeah, they can dunk there for sure. And they're allowed to bring spears onto the court and everything. If you make a movie for 13% of the audience, you can't blame a 13% box office return. Oh, you're talking about Black Panther, like I said. The American audience, yeah. You can't blame an audience for not seeing entertainment. It's still entertainment. I can give credit if it does happen, but I don't think there's anything blameworthy for not wanting to see a movie. Now, if you're somebody who complains there's not enough Latino superheroes and you didn't show up for the first one, yeah, I'm going to call you out. If you're someone going, I'm from Mexico, but there wasn't a superhero. And I mean, to me, there was nothing offensive here in the Blue Beetle movie. If they made him stereotypical, and it was all over the place and it was nothing to be proud of, and you didn't watch the movie, I would understand that. But from how they promoted it and how it was a fine movie, we could pick on things, but it wasn't. I'm not even going to speak. I will. It wasn't like he mowed the lawn for 2 hours and had a wet back and other things. This wasn't that. So I could say to that person, yeah, I blame you. Why didn't you pull up? And you've definitely gained a following for complaining about underrepresentation. And there's specifically a movie there, and you didn't go and see it. You are a grifter on YouTube or Twitter or wherever they go. Yeah. But you don't blame the audience for not seeing entertainment, okay? Hey, I've been here for 30 minutes, and I wasn't trying to be here for 30 minutes talking about the trailer for Captain Marvel 2. The light powers where she stands on them. Wow. It's so weird. Why does Carol Danvers also need something to stand on? She when she launches herself on the right side of this, you're going to see her start running. You can see her running, and she's going to place her feet something to jump. That was weird. It's as if she needed an extra little something to give her that lift when she can just turn on her anti-gravity abilities and fly up and away. But hey, all three are going to attack her at the same time. What's going to happen? Is it like the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer where there's 3 villains also that they CGI'd out? Maybe, maybe not. I've been chill. Thanks everyone for popping in. That is my breakdown of this trailer. Thumbs up the video. All 15 of you for popping in here. Thank you. And I'm out.